Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about life, but specifically of life, how to find purpose for one, even though that's a very broad and hard topic to really touch on fully. Just that drive to keep on living and going through your day-to-day. So as you guys know, I graduated in October, but the parts that you don't know is since graduation it's been really tough, not just because, finding a job, what am I gonna do after graduation, but it's also the daily routine because of it. I don't know about y'all, but being out of school, because school gives you that structure, that day-to-day, like you have assignments to do, you have this to do, you have that to do, extracurriculars, whatnot. But being out of it, it's like, what do I do with myself? That anxiety of, like, when you feel like you should have homework due the next day, but you don't. But now it's like, what do I do? Since graduating, I've had to essentially, my parents, they sold our childhood home, and Lord knows I miss that house so bad. But it's not just the house that got sold. We did move pretty far from the city as well, and that's the biggest part, which has kind of become a hindrance to my independence and how I can go about my day and feel like I'm still somewhat of an adult, even though I don't have the funds and the job and you know what I mean? So because of that, it's been tough to try to find things and feeling in my solitude without much of a choice and trying to fight that. So here we are, trying to fight it. So I'm just gonna go into, I guess, sort of the things that I've tried practicing and doing and trying to keep my hopes up high through this journey. Number one, if you have a part-time job and you've had a part-time job all throughout university and you're trying to apply to internships and you're trying to find that big girl or big boy job in corporate or whatnot, or not even corporate, just whatever that is geared towards what you majored in, don't quit your part-time job yet. Unless you have something lined up, don't quit. That's all I'm saying. I'm still in mine. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's just a job, and that's what these things are. They're just jobs. Don't quit, because at least for me, it's given me a reason to even just so much as get out of the house. Even though, yes, it's part of that thing where I talked about this summer, I feel like I'm going to work, then going home, going to work, going home. And it's tough to break that routine, but it's good to have that thing that's at least helping you to get out and even make a little bit of money and socialize with your coworkers, this, that, and the other. So yeah, don't quit your job. I did that once during university. It was a depressing time because I didn't have any money. I couldn't really go out because of that, because I didn't have money to spend to go out. You know what I mean? So don't quit your job just yet. So besides that though, I feel like a big thing to all this is hobbies. Hobbies will keep you sane, and it's been a struggle because even though I have so many things I like to do, I always fall back on scrolling on social media, even though I don't want to, even though it's draining me, and then I feel useless, and you go through the whole spiel of why don't I just get up and do it? But you can't do that to yourself. But yeah, I will say hobbies are a big thing, and it could be anything. It doesn't have to be spending money. It could be drawing, self-expression, moving your body, doing things that allow you to express yourself. And for me, my biggest thing is this, my camera. Even though I only had started really this past year, being able to express myself, being able to make videos, take pictures, do all this has been really good for me. And I feel like I kind of peaked in the summertime, and since then I haven't felt that spark. I feel like I lost it, but I know that I can get it back, if you know what I mean, because I know what caused it. And being in New York and having that freedom to explore and see different sites and all that stuff really felt so good. And being able to document it myself felt really good. So I know that's part of, like, in my spirit, what helps me to feel at peace. So if photography or videography is your thing, do that. If drawing is your thing, do that. Another one is journaling. Yeah, I've only recently just gotten back into it, and I have my stickers, I have my pens, I want to get highlighters, and it's just literally simply just saying how you felt that day. Something simple as what's happening, organizing your life, saying what's going on. It's honestly, it feels so good. Let me show you what it looks like, because I think I will be posting the video on how I made it after this one. This is her. There's a little strappy thing. And I went to this stationery store downtown one day and just bought the inserts, and then on AliExpress I bought this Hobonichi dupe, pink one, and I like it. It's like really cute. I try to use it as much as possible, but I also try to keep in mind, like, sometimes I just don't have anything to write. Am I on the right date? Oh, yeah, when I do have something to say, I will say it, and I will do it for this. This is the inside. I have think happy thoughts, and I think that's, I forget what anime it is. It's something from the 2000s. And then I have, I think this is like a weekly, I don't know, it looks like this on the inside. But I use this as a tracker, and then I also have a photo insert, so I want to take pictures and print them and put them in for this year. And then I'm using this checkered paper to study my Chinese. So this is, yeah, this little checkered booklet, I'm using it to study Chinese. And I really, so far, I only have like a couple numbers and like one word. But I love the way I did these two pages. It's so cute. But yeah, that's that for this journal. I also have a art notebook that I made, but it has a black cover instead, and that I do want to actually have drawings in, because I haven't drawn since middle school, and I remember the times when I used to draw, and when I would draw, it allowed me to kind of see the details of my environment, and almost I felt more in tune actually with my space. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like looking at an object like this, I guess, and noticing how each bristle is just like pointing in whichever direction, and drawing it. It's like being able to capture the likeness of something. I'm not really good at drawing people though, but when I would draw objects and landscapes, like it was like, it felt very peaceful, because I felt like I was able to capture the world around me as I saw it in that moment, which was really cool. So yeah, if you draw, honestly, hobbies will keep you sane. They will keep you sane. Sometimes, if I'm being honest, all these things do feel like a distraction, and I don't want to be that pessimist, but sometimes I feel like with these things, I feel like I'm distracting myself from my reality. And I feel like my next point is that you need to get up. If you need to get up and print out resumes and hand them out to people, make sure to follow up with people as well in emails, calling. I don't know how to cold call, but like I know that's a thing. Get yourself up, and that's what I'm trying to tell myself all the time, because it's rough out here. That you're not a victim of anything. And when I say a victim, like in my circumstance, I didn't really have a control over where I am right now. And I'm trying to remind myself, like, hey, there's still ways for me to get up and get out. You know what I mean? Like, I have a friend, her name is Mia. Shout out to Mia. And she is studying for something, which is really cool, and I am so proud of her for this as well. But seeing how she's like moved and like kept going even through like the doubt that she's felt, it's like really inspiring to say like, hey, like all you really need to do, as hard as it sounds, is to get up. And sometimes, yeah, you need those friends around you. That's another thing. The people around you matter because they motivate you, they can listen to you, you can listen to them, you guys have fun, you talk, this, that, and your community. Make sure to come to your community when you need them, because during these, especially, oh my goodness, wintertime, it's dark and dreary, it gets so dark early, it feels like I can't really do shit. Yeah, I think that community is very important, and the people that uplift you and inspire you, like my friend, is very important, so that you can keep going and you can inspire each other and you can encourage each other to essentially keep doing what you're doing, because you're not doing anything wrong. You're in the place that you need to be. It's just sometimes we just need that little push. So another thing I want to talk about is analog media, and how that can potentially, if you have that struggle of being on your phone all the time, and how it helped me, or it's helping me a little bit. So in December, I think, I had bought my iPod, or I had gotten it, and it was a little project of mine to mod it, so I updated the storage on it, so I have 256 gigs in it now, and put all the music onto it, buy CDs and put music onto it. Yeah, it's this little thing right here. This little guy. He's really cute. Honestly, it was so fun, and I realized, like, in doing that, two things. One, tinkering is so much fun. Two, being able, like, sometimes, like, my phone dies so quickly, and I'm like, especially when I'm out and about and I go to work and whatnot, and then I have this guy and he's there with me, so that I don't have to waste my phone battery on Bluetooth and listening to music. I just have this. Tiny little projects. Do it for yourself. It feels good. It feels very rewarding. It's honestly, it's better dopamine than whatever you get from scrolling. Trust me. It's like when I did my hair before going to New York, that felt really good, because I had this vision in my head for doing the free ring cosplay, and I thought it out, I planned it out, I bought the hair, I braided my hair, I bought the costume, and everything was just like perfect, like it just came together. And that feeling, I promise you, is so much more rewarding than not. And if money is an issue, and doing, I mean, because depending on what kind of thing you want to do project wise, I guess you can start small in doing something like walking, like going outside and, as you say, touch grass. Yeah, like just meet different people. You know, maybe that's a project for yourself. Go out and just talk to a stranger safely, or people watch. I don't know. I feel like my point is you can do anything. It doesn't need to be something big and grand. It doesn't even have to be so simple. It could be anything you literally put your mind to and really want to do. Yeah, because I feel like throughout my years, from childhood till now, one thing about me, and I don't give myself credit enough for it, and I feel like a lot of people don't give themselves enough credit for it, is that when they say you put something on your Pinterest board and it's like, I want this thing, subconsciously we've put in our mind that we want it, and then we actually do the actions to get that thing. Whenever I would have like obsessions, like I would have, especially when it comes to technology, my tablet, my headphones, my PC, I would stalk the fuck out of these things, man. Like, you don't even understand. Like, I would stalk these things till I found a deal, or I could afford it, or this, that, and the other. because I knew I wanted this thing and I'm gonna get it. Okay? And sometimes, I mean, when I was younger, I used to be even more ambitious than that. Like, I used to say, I want to, because I used to do music, I used to perform, I want to get that solo, I want to do this, I want to do that. So I would work to get it. But I find that, especially with performance and even being out in society, that anxiety kicks in to say, maybe I'm not worthy, maybe I can't do it because whatever X reason. But the thing is, you can, and I know easier said than done. How, Alyssa? How do you just tell yourself that you can and then just do it? I don't think it's, for me at least, I don't think it's about telling yourself that you can. It's saying to yourself, do you really want this thing? I know well that I want to live differently and experience different things, and kind of about telling yourself like, hey, you want it. You want that different lifestyle. You want a new pair of shoes or whatnot. So you work to get those things. Again, easier said than done, but it's all part of like this ongoing process. Now, I mentioned purpose in the beginning, and I think this is a very big topic because I've had conversations with some friends about this a lot, and I've even this past, I think it was in the fall, I was coming up with like some kind of thesis and conceptualizing it, but I'll do like a simple version, and that is to say, I guess if you've seen the movie Soul, the simple answer is your purpose is quite literally to live, to experience life, to go out. Like, the world is yours to live in, even though capitalism kind of makes that hard. Your purpose is, especially after graduation, is not just to simply go into the workforce and whatnot. It's to live. And if you have circumstances where it's making it very hard to do so you do need to get quickly into the workforce, then honestly understandable, because life is not clear cut. But find that balance within yourself between work to just take a second and meditate, read, contact a friend, and just take a breather. Because if we don't care for ourselves, nobody else. This whole system that our society, our world is built up upon, it won't care for us. So you have to care for yourself. You have to, outside of paying the bills and everything, you kind of have to slow down sometimes, or find a way, even for 5 minutes, to slow down. So all in all, that saying for this video, I think my conclusion is that you can do this. I know that might sound so obvious and corny, but literally you can do this. Life is meant to be lived, not dreaded. We have to push ourselves past the fear and do things that make us uncomfortable so that we can get to the place where we are comfortable. So I hope whoever's watching this video, that this was, if anything, helpful. I don't know if it was, or maybe it inspired you to start doing something, even if it's small, and that you can get up and do what you have to do, because time stops for no man or woman. It keeps going, and you can too. I feel so, that feels so like, wow, motivational speech, wow. Oh. But yeah, you got this. Bye for now.